See, this grade from 6 to 8, it is connective. You have all modules. You have module A, you have module B, C, D, till I. Okay, so these books are interconnected to each other. You will also learn biology, you will learn physics, you will learn chemistry now. It's not only science, we are learning biology, that is study of living and non-living things. Study of living things only is biology, and then about physics and about chemistry, about elements. So it was a very good journey, though it was, although it was virtual learning classes, but I tried my best, and honestly, I could never succeed in teaching unless and until you all cooperated. And mashallah, Wateen, Malak, and Ghalia, she just came, she just joined. But again, one more, a very good student, and Lean. All of you cooperated a lot. I'm happy teaching you. And what else I would like to say? So till A, B, C, we have finished our lessons of this term. But if they ask me to introduce more lessons, we can take first lesson from here. That is Introduction to Ecology. This is your module D. Okay, the first unit is Introduction to Ecology. You have almost like, see, you have 4 units: Introduction to Ecology, Roles in Energy Transfer, Population Dynamics, and Interaction in Communities. So in first lesson here, that is Introduction to Ecology, that's the lesson 1. We will study about the field of ecology. What is ecology? What is the difference between biotic and abiotic factors? I'm sure you know about it, because last year when you were in grade 5, I taught you about biotic and abiotic factors. But even if you have forgotten, I'm going to say it all again, and we are going to do a small activity also with it. Okay? So first thing today, what I'm going to say you is ecology is study of interactions of organisms. When I say interaction, is it that the animals are saying hi, hello? Yes, yes.
This book of Module D, it's talking about what?
Oh, that's what. It is mostly about biology, biology, study of living things, okay? So one part is ecology, that is the study of interactions of organisms. When I say interactions, what comes into your mind? When I say the word interaction, tell me what comes into your mind?
Mixed things. Like when things interact.
Like I interact with you, I talk to you, but see, all living things cannot speak, but they interact with each other.
Yeah, communicate.
Communicate. They dance together, they make sounds together. Anyway, so first of all, step by step, we need to know the distinguish between biotic and abiotic factor. Girls, when I say bio, that means living. It's a very, very important term. Again, till grade 10, you will be learning about biotic and abiotic factors. So today's class will be mostly only about biotic and abiotic factors. I want you to see I want you all to see a video too. Before that, let us begin with the...
Miss, abiotic is like volcanoes and some things rain,
like
and
oil,
biotic is like animals.
soil, rocks, air, these are abiotic factors. And when I talk about biotic factors, I can talk about plants, animals, human beings, insects, all living things is biotic. Abiotic means I'm talking about all non-living things. Okay, so let us...
Yeah. Miss, I can't hear you.
Girls, you cannot hear me properly, or you cannot hear me at all?
No, Miss, I can't hear you. No, it's lagging.
Oh, the voice is lagging.
Yeah, Miss,
It's lagging because It's khalas 1 o'clock. It will start. I will try to fix it, but I'm not sure, girls, because no. The question here is, please read it out. Please read it.
How are different parts of environment connected? Miss, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please read it.
How are different parts of the environment connected?
Okay. So we will learn by the end of the lesson that how are they connected to each other. In your own words, you will list now, you will write down now, I'll give you time of 2 minutes. You will list and you will show me on the camera the living things and non-living things in your neighborhood.
Okay.
Come on, everyone, open up with the new book. What's your name? Ghalia, do you have your new book? Page number 5. Page number 5. Open up. Malak, go and get your book. Everyone, and write here. This is your own work. So girls, did you finish?
Miss, like we write how many examples?
At least 5, 5, 5, 5. Or 3,
Okay.
3. Anything, 3, 3.
Okay, Miss.
Girls still did not finish. Show it to me on the camera.
Miss, I'm in non-living things.
Okay.
What, Miss?
Did you write?
Miss, I can't see anything. It just shows me the fish picture and nothing else.
You have to write by.
Oh, now I see it.
You have to
you
write
guys.
by your
Now I
own.
see it.
You have to write any non-living things and living things by your own.
Okay.
Please read.
Organisms need energy and matter to live. In interactions between organisms cause an exchange of energy and matter. This exchange each other and to their environment. Ecology is the study of how organisms interact with one another and with the environment.
Good. So what did you understand this? What is an ecology? Ecology is a study. Now please take your highlighter or something, and you need to know that ecology is a study of how organisms they interact with one another and with the environment. Girls, here when I'm talking both with living and non-living, like how we interact with the trees, how we interact with the air. Air is also important to us. So it's not only interaction only with girls or human and human and human and animals. It is also with the environment. So now coming to the biotic factor, Okay, coming to the biotic factor, each individual organism has a role to play in the flow of energy and matter. In this way, organisms are connected to all the other organisms. Relationships among organisms affect each one growth and survival. A biotic factor is an interaction between organism in an area. A biotic factor is an interaction between organisms in an area. When I'm talking about in an area, that means to his surrounding. And what is competition? Competition is one way to interact. The prey is going for the predator. The predator is searching for the prey. For example, different kind of plants might compete for water in the desert. So this competition is also one kind of interaction. Now, okay, just let us see the small video of it. And Wateen, just remind me tomorrow that I need to do that question again. You remember that question we did not get correct answer?
Which one, miss?
In the
Oh yeah, for
08.
yeah, miss.
Because it is not four into sides. The area of a square is side into side. So we have to do 8 into 8, not 8 into 4. You understood?
Yeah, miss.
Into side is the perimeter. 4 into side is the perimeter. Area of a square is side into side. That is 8 into 8. So we did 4 into 8. That's why we were not getting correct answer. So did you understand this, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just remind me tomorrow that we need to do it once more. I hope this works. If it doesn't work, I'm going to show you a video on YouTube about biotic and abiotic factors.
In today's video, we're going to cover biotic and abiotic factors. So we'll discuss what each of them are, and then we'll take a look at an actual ecosystem and try to spot the relevant factors there. We can describe biotic factors as any living factor that affects another organism, or that shapes the ecosystem in some way. It's kind of a hard one to describe, but if you think of something like predation.
One, because this is... Wait a minute, let us start with this one. All right, let us see.
Welcome to Moo Math and Science. In this video, I'd like to talk about the difference between biotic and abiotic factors in an ecosystem. Let's start with biotic factors. Biotic factors in ecosystems are items that are considered alive, such as this animal or large tree, or as small as this single-cell euglena or bacteria. In order to be considered biotic,
so even that smallest cell, even that smallest single-cell organism like amoeba and paramecium, even that is called comes under biotic factor.
it must have these 6 traits. The organism must be able to grow and develop, be made of cells, respond to stimuli, require energy, be able to reproduce, and finally, contain DNA. Abiotic factors are non-living factors in environment. Examples include fire, water, air, ice.
So girls, see, this way we are not seeing a table and chair. We are talking about the environment, like fire, water, air, ice, glaciers. We are talking for non-living, but it is within the environment. I'm not talking about the man-made things.
Sunlight, temperature, and rocks and minerals.
See, they don't say that thermometer is the abiotic factor. The factor means it has something which is related to the environment, sunlight, temperature, rocks, minerals, something which is natural.
In fact, an ecosystem is this interaction between the abiotic and biotic factors in a particular area. Let's take a look at some ecosystems and identify the biotic and abiotic factors. In this ecosystem, the biotic factors...
Okay, now you all tell me, girls, when you see this picture, tell me what biotic and what is abiotic. What do you see the biotic here in this picture?
Biotic, maybe trees.
Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Malak, she told me that trees is biotic, living, very good. Plants and trees are biotic. What else in this picture can you see which is biotic factor?
Fish.
Excellent. Fish is the correct answer.
are the fish, the trees, and plants. The abiotic factors would include sunlight, sand, clouds,
Air, clouds.
and the water. In this ecosystem, the biotic factors...
Now tell me, in this ecosystem, what
The
are...
human
Okay,
Human, yeah.
very good.
and the and there
Abiotic,
is like
The abiotic is the cloud
is the
and the
clouds
mountain,
and
the
the
rocks,
very good. Cloud,
the mountain.
rock. So now do you know the difference between biotic and abiotic factor? Do you know
Yeah.
yes, miss.
that? Ghalia, did you understand this? Very simple.
include the human, the trees...
Yeah, Miss, I understand it.
I can include this lesson in your program because I can create good questions and you can score good marks.
Yeah. It's easy.
That okay?
plants,
Okay.
and the lichen growing on the rocks. The abiotic factors would include, but not limited to, the rocks, clouds, temperature, and sunlight. So there we go, biotic and abiotic factors, the living and non-living factors in an ecosystem. Thanks for watching.
That's it. I hope you understood well. Still, this is going and going. Let us come back to your book. All right. So we studied about biotic and abiotic factor. That is a that's a non-living part. If I can say sunlight, rainfall, temperature, and for example, plant use sunlight, water, and soil. See, we are the biotic factors. We are the biotic factors. We are depending upon the abiotic factors. We depend on sunlight. We depend on water, soil, nutrients to make food. Abiotic factors influence where organisms can survive. In a terrestrial environment, temperature and rainfall are important abiotic factors. In aquatic environment, the water's temperature, salt, and oxygen content are important abiotic factors. Now here, coming to the levels of organization, girls, very, very important again. There are different level of environment. Okay, they get more complex as the environment is considered. First thing we'll speak about population. I think it's better if I continue this tomorrow, but simply I will say you, it is like population and species or population, communities, ecosystems. Okay, we say like it's like cell, tissue, organisms. Like cell, tissue, organs, organ system. Same way you have communities. First you have population, that is individual animal, you know, how much number is there. Then many population, they make communities. So, you know, you have, that is interconnected. Populations, when they gather, they make communities. They make communities. And communities with the abiotic factor, along with the abiotic factor, makes ecosystems. All right. So this is how it goes. So this is what we are going to do tomorrow. And now I'll explain you a little bit what about tomorrow, what you have to do for Earth. Not tomorrow, on Sunday. Tomorrow for the Earth Day activity, what we are going to do, we'll discuss it now.